Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay. I got a different pick today because I feel like this one was a bit worn out. The nylon 60 millimeters, or is it 0.6 millimeters? 0.6. This one's 0.71, and it's firm grip or something, prime grip. Anyway, today I'm doing module 6 practice session, and then there's just one more module after this, I think. Yeah. So, after this last module, air changes, dynamics, and consolidation, and I don't think I've done that at all. So I'm back to where I was 4 months ago, because I started everything again once I took that 2-month break. Well, not everything. I didn't watch all the videos again. I just went to the practice module stuff, practice sessions, and I took way too long to even do that. So, but after next time, I'll be at the end of this, whatever this is. So, but anyway, today it's okay. Starting with a finger stretch for 1 minute. I don't like the finger stretch. Oh no. Oh, it stopped. Didn't realize it stopped because I don't have my headphones in. Anyway, I do struggle to get smooth once I get to the end of after this finger, and then without making the string buzz. That's a bit annoying. Next is alternate picking string. Yeah, this one was a bit confusing last time I did it, so I think I will watch the video for this one. Beginner alternate picking. Okay.
Hey, how you doing? Justin back with you for a look at alternate picking for beginners. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the mechanics here. The general idea, though, for your practice this week is just going to be having a go at doing some alternate picking. There's not a lot more purpose than that at this point. We're going to be using it straight away when we get into the next grade of beginner's course material. The picking individual strings and alternate picking is going to become a bit more of a deal. So I just want you to kind of get aware of it and have a little bit of a go at alternate picking. Alternate picking meaning playing down and up picks on individual strings. Okay, so using the down motion and the up motion. So let's do most of this in a close-up. So when we're picking individual strings, the angle of the pick and the way that it moves around the strings becomes a lot more important than it is for strumming, and this is what I want you to have a little experiment with this week. So we've already talked about the angle of the pick. If the pick is too flat onto the string, it kind of jerks over, particularly if you try and play one string like that. You just catches all the time. It's really, really cumbersome. A little angle of the pick there straight away will help the pick glide over the string. So that's the first thing I want you to try, is just go from a flat...
By the way, my string sounds a lot deeper than his for some reason.
the pick there straight away will help the pick glide over the string. So that's the first thing I want you to try, is just go from a flat pick where that's exactly square on the strings, and then I want you to angle the pick against the string and notice that the way the pick just glides over the string a lot easier. You'll probably find you can move it a lot faster and a lot easier with it at an angle. If I go back to it being flat, you can see straight away it kind of catches on things, so you really want that little bit of angle there. Doesn't want to be like this, right? That's silly, but you know, just 20 degrees or something like that is enough to get a nice feeling there. Note that I'm kind of revealing a bit more pick than I might usually do. Usually the pick will be a lot further snuggled into my thumb, but just so that you can see the pick clearly, I'm kind of holding it back a little bit. You wouldn't normally want that much pick showing. Now, the other part of this movement that I think is worth learning, even at this very early beginner stage, is that if you go down and up like this, kind of directly parallel to the strings, it can make string crossing a lot more difficult later on. So I'd recommend that as well as the pick being at an angle, you're also going in with the down pick and out. And when I say in, I mean in toward the guitar and then out, away from the strings. So not exactly, it's kind of more like maybe a 45-degree angle. If you get into this habit of it going in and out, it's kind of complicated to explain to you guys right now why that's so useful and so important, but if you're going to practice picking, rather than just practicing it with the angle like that, so you can see now the plane is going this way, I want you to think about it being in and out. The pick is still at an angle. So the exercise for you this week is literally having a go at alternate picking. That's all I want you to do. It's nothing more complicated than that. There's no riff, there's no design, there's no particular amount of picks on each string or anything like that. I just want you to have a go at alternate picking. Try and get the feeling of the angle of the pick. Do try picking it flat, feeling how it kind of catches on the string, then angle it. And if you can, try and get used to this in and out motion as well. And just try it on the different strings. See what you can do. Now, picking is a really interesting thing because lots of people pick different ways, and I mean like the best of the best players. There's not really one way. The thing I'm trying to show you, I guess the proper term is called downward pick slanting. I think it's a phrase coined by a guy called Troy Grady, who runs a website called Cracking the Code, which is like a whole website dedicated to guitar picking. It's quite incredible and definitely worth a look if you've got a bit of spare time between practice sessions to go and have a look. He teaches you how to play like really super fast things, not something that beginner guitar players should be concerned with. But this approach of having the pick at an angle and this in and out motion with the pick, I think is a really great thing. Probably the best generally accepted way of picking well and picking fast. Even if you don't want to be a fast guitar player, I think it's the best approach. There are others that might not be bad, and that's kind of, again, part of what I want you to figure out a little bit. Like, what feels comfortable for you? Does it help if you anchor your little finger, if the little finger's touching on the guitar? Do you feel like it's more of an up and down thing with the wrist, or do you feel like it's a little bit more turny? Because none of the approaches are wrong at this point. I just want you to have a little bit of an experiment with this alternate picking on one string.
So, let's move on to G chord. I did the G chord months ago. I mean, he teaches it without. I've seen pretty much every other person that pops up on my shorts. They do it with the first finger here. So it makes me want to do it with the three fingers. And someone told me in the comments I should just learn it with the three fingers. But yeah, I mean, this is the version that I've been doing, that Justin's been recommending in this video right here. I'll rewatch.
Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we're going to check out how to play a G chord, and not just any old G chord. I'm going to teach you the G chord I wish people had taught me when I was first learning guitar as a little kid, because I struggled with G, man. I used to, I had to look for songs that didn't have G in it because I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't change to it. It was too stretchy. My fingers just wouldn't get along with it. And what I've discovered over the years is the way that I actually really play it nearly all of the time isn't the way that people teach it. and that doesn't seem to make sense to me. So I'm going to show you the proper traditional one as well, just because I think it's worth you knowing it. But the 2-finger version that I'm going to teach you, I think, is the one that all beginner guitar players should be starting off with, and only learn the traditional one later on if you find a reason for it. And that, if you find a reason for it, is pretty important. So let's have a little look at our G chord. Now, this is the G chord I'm going to teach you. It just involves 2 fingers, the 2nd finger playing the 3rd fret of the thickest string. That finger will also mute the 5th string. Now, you probably wouldn't be able to not mute it unless you really, if you really angle your 2nd fingers up like this and contort your hand, you might be able to get that 5th string open. But for most people, if you put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the thickest string, that 2nd finger is naturally going to lean over a little bit and mute the 5th string, and that's good. That's actually what we want. Okay? Then we've got an open 4th string, open 3rd string, open 2nd string, and 3rd finger is going down. It's going to have to be quite on the tip there on the 3rd fret of the thinner string. So just those 2. Now I'm pointing my 1st finger out of the way. I wouldn't normally do that. It would normally just kind of hang around, but I want you to kind of see that it's just those 2 fingers. Okay, of course they... want to be both right up next to the frets if you can. That's how you do it. Now the traditional...
Why can't I hear the high note as well when I do it? I just can't hear it. Strange.
G, the one that you'll find in 9 out of 10 books, also includes the 1st finger down here in the 2nd fret of the 5th string. So you get this. And
all I hear is like a muddy sound, deep sound, probably from up here. No idea if it's what's going on. Anyway.
that's a good sounding G chord. It's the way G chord's been played for a long, long time. But for me, this part of the chord is quite muddy, especially in rock guitar.
But it still sounds muddy even when I do it this way. It just sounds too low heavy, I guess. Can't really hear these notes.
I mean, that's a note that you definitely don't want. But even for acoustic guitar, I think that this sounds a little bit muddy compared to, you hear this one's sort of nice and crisp. If I add that note in, it's got a bit too much weight in the bottom end for me, like the low sound. Is the finger off? Is the finger on? For me, it's just a little bit muddy. It works okay in this environment where the guitar is nice and clean. We're not using any distortion. And like I said, it kind of works okay on acoustic guitar as well to have that first finger down, but I just don't think it's as good, and it's a lot harder to change to. If you're doing C to G, which is a really, really common chord sequence, to get that first finger all of the way to there, and then second finger has to be kind of up far, you know, high enough over to get that note there underneath the first finger. It's pretty tricky. It makes it for a really difficult chord change, and if you just restrict it to those two fingers.
I don't think my amp has distortion. It has contour. I don't know what difference contour makes. I turned the contour off. I actually prefer the sound now with the contour completely off. Still has that rumbling afterwards though. I don't know if that's meant to be there.
There's still a bit of a jump from C to G, but it's a lot easier, and it's a D chord again. The first finger just has to...
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I said in my last stream, if I saw anyone else doing the C chord without muting the top string and just playing from the 5th string, then I would just do it that way, because I can't be bothered muting the 6th string. It's just kind of annoying. Whoa. So yeah, I think it'll be easier with the chord changes if I just don't bother with the muting the 6th string.
Lift off, and it really is so much simpler, and I think better sounding as well. If you want to learn the one with your first finger down as well, there are times where that chord might sound better. Okay, it's still a G chord, it doesn't change the name or anything, it's just one of the low notes has doubled. So this note, the open 2nd string is the note B, and this note here with the first finger is also a note B. So we've still got all the same notes, the G, B and D notes are all still present in the chord. We're just muting that one in that lower register, and I think that's a better choice for beginners most of the time. Now, when you go through to do your practice, I want you to make sure that you're muting that 5th string. So you start with your hand off for the Chord Perfect exercise. You're going to put the fingers down, strum, pick the notes out one at a time.
My guitar just does not sound like that. Sounds so bad.
Making sure the 5th string is muted, okay? If it's ringing out, that means that you're using too much of the tip of your 2nd finger there. So you want to lay that 2nd finger back down just a little bit. So that one's muted. If it's laying down too flat, you're going to mute all of the other strings too. So it does still need to be kind of up, but you want the D string to be open, G to be open, B to be open. If the B is muted, it's almost certainly going to be the tip of that 3rd finger sitting up a little high. Okay, so make sure that the 3rd finger is nice on point and not touching the B string. Otherwise, I don't think you're going to have too much trouble with this chord. The 2-finger version is way easier than I was anticipating. Because I always, you know, G chord, like, oh, that's the scary one. I was in my left-handed adventure. I knew that G chord was coming, and I was a bit, you know, this is going to be a bit tricky. But you know what? It wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought doing the two-fingered version than the full three, you know, traditional grip. It really makes such a big difference. I'm sure you're not going to have any trouble with this G chord either.
What is wrong with my E string? What is wrong with it? So I don't know. I didn't see him pick out the E string, the high E string, so I'm not sure. Though I just watched this. When did he even play out the E string?
Deal with it. I couldn't change to it. Mute the fifth string. Now you probably wouldn't be able to not mute it unless 10 books. Also includes the first finger down here in the second fret. Open fourth string, open third string, open second string, and third finger is going to...
Well, that sounds the same. So why can't I hear it when I play it? Oh wait, third fret. Have I been doing it correct? Yeah, I must have been. Oh no, now I need my headphones back.
Actually what we want, okay? Then we've got an open fourth fret of the thicker string. That second finger is naturally going to lean over a little bit and mute the fifth string, and that's good. That's actually what we want, okay? Then we've got an open fourth string, open third string, open second string, and third finger is going down. It's going to have to be quite on the tip there on the third fret of the thinner string. So just those two. Now I'm pointing my first finger out of the way. I wouldn't normally do that. It would normally just kind of hang around, but I want you to kind of see that it's just those two fingers. Okay, of course they want to be both right up next to the frets if you can. That's how you do it. Now the traditional G, the one that you'll find in 9 out of 10 books, also includes the first finger.
I don't know, doesn't sound right to me. And yet, well, I did tune the guitar beforehand, so it should be correct. Just doesn't sound like it has enough power, that E string. It sounds okay on its own, but then with everything else. Anyway, have to move on, I guess. So, yeah, I mean I've been practicing that one now, so perfect chord you struggle. Wait, that one sounded good. I think that one sounded good. Let's do 1 minute chord changes, G to C. What? Oh no. No. So annoying. Why does it do that? I wanna make 1 minute and 10 seconds. No. Yes, there we are. So G to C. Yeah. G. I'll do it the way he wants to do it. And then C. I'm not going to do it the way he wants to do it, because I can't be bothered muting, and why risk it? I can just not play the 6th string, right? I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to follow his course, I should just do everything the way he says to do it. But I also don't want to. Anyway. Changing the thing, the speakers, so I can hear it when the countdown ends. G to C. Two, one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. What is going on? I'm starting this again. Why does this C not sound right anymore? And again, I have trouble not knowing where to put my thumb. It feels very awkward back there. Two, one. I got 41 changes in, which is pretty good for my standards. Now it's G to D. G to D is next. Oh no, D. Okay, let's put the timer on. G to D. Three, two, one. I think that was 45, so surprisingly higher than the last one, even though it felt really slow and clunky. And I always have trouble with the D chord. Anyway, moving on to C to D, 1 minute. Okay. C to D. Not gonna be muting, because not gonna play that string. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I think that was 34. So that's the lowest one so far. Don't know if I should do it again, but I won't because I got 30, so, you know. Strumming 6/8 for 2 minutes. I don't remember what that was exactly, and I don't think I understood
Hey, how
at the
you doing?
time
Justin here. Today we're going to have a chat about time signatures. Now, a time signature is the way that we describe the feeling of the beats in a bar. Up to this point, everything's been in 4/4. So all of our strumming patterns have had 4 beats in the bar. So we've had like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, and 3, and 4, or 1, 2, and 3, and 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of this stuff has 4 beats in the bar. We really feel that beat 1 really strongly. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we always got that count of 4. But there are other grooves. You can have a different number of beats in the bar. You could have 5 or 7 beats in the bar. Those things are a little bit more complicated and are not used very often. However, there's one that is really useful for beginners to learn about, and it's called 6/8 time. And it has 6 beats in the bar, but 2 strong pulses. So even though you feel it kind of, some people describe it as a waltz time, and that's not true. A waltz is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, doom da da doom da. I'm sure you've heard of that kind of, or experienced that feeling in music before, this waltz feel, which is very much a group of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, 6/8 is a little bit similar in that it's based on these groups of 3. But we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is still the strongest, but beat 4 is kind of strong as well. And it's important to realize that it's kind of 2 groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I wasn't even paying attention, so.
3. Now, 6/8 is a little bit similar in that it's based on these groups of 3. But we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is still the strongest, but beat 4 is kind of strong as well. And it's important to realize that it's kind of 2 groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
I was thinking, isn't this exactly the same as the waltz example he gave? But apparently 4 isn't as strong as 1.
4, 5, 6. Now, the easiest way to get familiar with the sound of 6/8 time is to listen to some songs that are in 6/8 time. So some songs that you might want to check out. There's one called This Year's Love by David Gray, which is a beautiful example of 6/8 time. Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. That's another one that's got the finger picking part going on, but that's in 6/8. Fade Into You by Mazzy Star. Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, very, very popular one that's got that 6/8 feel going on. Manic Depression by Jimi Hendrix. It's a little bit more complicated to feel the 6/8, but that's still in 6/8. And Kiss from a Rose by Seal as well is in 6/8, so that's a nice. Again, it's not quite as obvious the feeling of 6, but if you count along with those songs in 6, you'll start to get a feeling for how it's working, and that can be a really valuable thing. Literally, just listening to a song and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So trying to get a count along with the original recordings will really help you discover the time signature. It's by far the best way to do it. Again, just listening to some of those examples. I'll put some more examples over on the website page as well. But just listening to the songs through and trying to count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, realizing that the beat 1 and the beat 4 are a little stronger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's really an important part of it. Now, if you're learning a strumming pattern, which is what we're going to do as well, we're going to check out a strumming pattern in 6. When you're practicing the strumming pattern, you want to be thinking 6 down strums to the bar, okay? Because you can have an and between each one as well. So if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. You can add in ands as well, just like we did with our regular 4/4 strumming, where we had 4 down strums and we could put an up on the and. We can do the same thing with 6/8. In fact, it really sounds good to do that. So a good way to get started with this is to put a metronome on. A good speed maybe as a starting point would be something like 130 beats per...
Here's a metronome on his website. 130 seems high.
...a minute. And if you press play on that, you've got that nice little click. That would be all of the down strums. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And literally play along like that. Think about the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can, you could get into accenting a little harder on the 1 and the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be a really helpful thing, just to get used to the feeling of playing in 6/8. When you're doing some practice on the strumming, and if you watch my left-handed ones, you'll see that actually I am only putting 2 clicks to the bar. So I chose to set it at 60, because for me, figuring out the subdivisions is fairly easy. But I thought, as actually, in hindsight, I should have been teaching, playing it the way that I want you guys to do it, which is to play the down strums with every click there. It is a lot easier to learn it that way. So don't watch my lefty video and go, oh, you're doing it a different way. That's the reason is because for me, figuring out dividing the beat by 3 is relatively simple. For most of you, you might not find that so easy. So in the next lesson, I'm going to go through a specific 6/8 strumming pattern for you to learn. But most important thing is to go and listen to some. This isn't on your practice routine, so this is going to be something you have to do in your free time. Just find a bunch of songs in 6/8, listen to them as much as you can, really get the feeling of the 6/8 in your ears, and try and count along with the music, because that's the strongest way to make a connection between things that you know and the music that you listen to.
Okay. This feels way too fast. I'm having trouble even just strumming on the beat. Never mind thinking about having time for making the first one stronger and the fourth one strong but not as strong. No! This is way too fast, by the way. Hang on.
Think about the time. 1, 2. Would be all of the. A good speed, maybe as a starting point, would be something like 130 beats per minute.
It's
and
not.
if you press play on that,
It's not a good speed.
you've got that nice little click. That would be all of the down strums. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And literally play along like that. Think of 3, 4. Can 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you.
Wow. So that metronome was actually playing the entire time. I just didn't hear it once he started strumming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And literally play along like that. Think about the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. No. 1 and 2 and no. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. This is too much.
If you can, you could get in 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Feels quite pointless, but anyway, song work next. Song work. Wait, where are the songs? Oh wait, I saw it on the list there. I didn't do too well with songs yesterday. All 5 major chords. Hey Joe, Jimi Hendrix. Country Roads. I want to do that one. I think Mad World was the one I did a couple months ago. Oh no, I'm not doing any F major 7. So that counts out Country Roads. Oh, or you can use A minor for an alternative. I'm not sure, should I try it? I don't think it's an electric guitar song, and yet he's using an electric guitar, so...
Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home, Country Roads. This is a really great one for beginners to be
C
playing
and
along
G
with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
Wait. Okay, we're meant to be doing something.
Today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home, Country Roads. This is a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
Oh. He did not play that chord. My G does not sound like that. What is wrong with my G chord? I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh my. What? This is going so bad. I'm gonna take off my amp so you don't have to hear how terrible it is.
Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home, Country Roads. This is a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
Oh no, I don't know whether to keep my headphone in or not. I'll keep it in. I just realised it's no fun without the volume on, so, you know, now it's back on. Ah, that G chord doesn't sound right. I don't know why. Sounds so bad. I don't know if I can do it. Everything sounds so bad. You know, half the time it doesn't even look like Justin is even playing, so I'm so confused what he's doing. I mean the strumming.
Enjoy it. Let's go.
What? just so tough. It's so fast as well, this song. It's the fastest one I've seen. And all the chords sound terrible. And I can't get to the chords in time. And I probably need to replace all my strings. And, yeah.
Today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic Take Me Home Country Road. It's a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
There was the F major. What did he say I can replace it with? E minor. A minor. This is so bad. It's gone better as it went along, but still bad. Oh man. I'm ruining the song when I play.
What a classic.
Now he's probably going to suggest a bunch of strumming patterns that I'm not even going to dare touch.
Tune that is. I forgot about that little F in there. I hope that didn't catch you by surprise like it did me. It was like, oh, there's an F chord in this song as well.
F major
Now,
something.
particularly rhythmically with this one, there's a lot of different things to explore. You should start making sure that you keep the strumming real simple. Try and keep your hand moving along. It's kind of moving a little bit faster than other tunes in this beginner's course, so you'll have to make sure that that hand is keeping steady. More advanced guitar players can start picking out some of the notes as well. It's a really nice thing to be able to do, to be able to pick out like the bass note of the chord. So you got this, where you pick the bass, down, up, bass, down, up. Even more advanced players can start alternating where the bass goes, so having this, you know.
No.
How you doing, Justin?
I think I'll just stick to one strum per whatever it's meant to be.
And here today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home, Country Road. It's a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
By the way, I'm struggling with the D chord again. It never comes out how I want it to. I'm really interested to see what my guitar will sound like once I've changed the strings.
Justin here today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home, Country Roads. This is a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
Just can't get to D chord fast enough. And I did this E minor to D chord yesterday. The only chord that sounds nice is the C chord, by the way, and I messed up one of the C chords just then, but when I do it, it's good. The E minor sounds terrible, and the G sounds terrible, and the D sounds terrible. But I like the C chord, even though it's a bit of a stretch to get there. I bet it sounded terrible, so I should probably apologize. But I probably won't. So, should I try that again? I don't know. doubt I'll get much better than that. Oh man.
Here today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home Country Roads.
Oh
this
no.
is a really great one for beginners to be playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
I feel like I started off pretty well, but then I started missing. I think there was like 3 where my fingers were not even in the right place. But that was my best run through so far. And my headphones fell out, so at the end I couldn't even hear the backing track. For better or worse, I'm not sure if it helps or not. Yeah. Feel like I should end there, to be honest. I might try one more time. And I'm not using the headphones this time. Putting it through the speakers.
How you doing? Justin here. Today we're going to be checking out John Denver's classic, Take Me Home Country Roads.
Oh
this
no, I
is
really
a
want to
great one
stop
for
here,
beginners
to be honest.
Playing along with. Hope you really enjoy it. Let's go.
Still terrible. I think the last time might have been better. Still don't know why I can't get my D chord right. I feel like this finger is a bit too, usually too far away from the fret. Maybe. I don't know if I should go again. Probably not, because it's so bad. Definitely tricky. Still not as tricky as the other song where he randomly put in some E minus 7 chord or something. Anyway, I'll end the stream here. Tomorrow I will be getting very far away from that. And the last module of this, whatever this is, white belt thing. No new chords to work on, I think. How to press, yeah, grade 1 is what it's called. Ear training, dynamic improvements. So I have to watch all these videos tomorrow because I've not watched any of these yet because it's new, I'm pretty sure. It's a bit weird that the essential beginner chord grips are so far into this. Best chord changes. Open strings between changes. Yeah, why study music theory? I've been seeing some YouTube shorts recently coming in my feed about music theory. I didn't know at all how to make chords on the piano, for instance. What notes are meant to be in the thing. But there's an easy way to work it out by counting. So, or going 1, 3, 5. So, yeah, I learned that. I got a keyboard that's been here since I've been alive. Never used. Well, fished it out the garage like a week ago. Did some messing around, playing around, not knowing what I was doing. Kind of feel like making a learning to play keyboard videos as well. But, kind of hard to even keep up with this at the moment, so probably not a good idea. Should have done that. Should have been learning that a decade ago as well. And longer, since I only had the guitar for 10 years. I had the keyboard for, well, it's been there since I was born. Just Jimcell Incel. Hi, Jimcell Incel. Why do I suddenly have 3 viewers? I don't understand. As I'm ending the stream, I suddenly have... And why does my hair look so bad? I just realized. It always looks bad, but I didn't realize it looked like that. Until I'm looking at myself right now in the stream. In the viewing thing. Wow, Jimcell Incel. Are you new on this channel? I've not seen your name before. Did you just randomly come across my stream? Not seen you. But, yeah, that's what I just wrapped up the 20-minute. It's called 20-minute, but it never is 20-minute. It's always at least an hour when I practice. Of JustinGuitar's stuff. That was module 5, wasn't it? I think. I think it was. I mean, I put it in the title, so it's there. No, it was 6. So tomorrow is 7. And forcing chord. I think I have seen that video of forcing chord changes. Did I do all this? Oh wait. Yeah, this is still module 6. So the one tomorrow, I don't think I've done those. But I will.